I'm Jordan Zapisek. I married Brian Zapisek September of 2019. I have one son, Charlie, and we actually have another one on the way in October. The mission of On My Team16 is to comfort and support pediatric oncology patients, families, and caregivers all through athletics. So we started this organization when my younger brother was diagnosed with leukemia. On May 29th of 2014, my younger brother, Jack Sheridan, was diagnosed with leukemia. He was a sophomore in high school. He was playing baseball at Christian Brothers Academy at the time. So throughout his treatment process, we saw a lot of kids in the hospital going through this treatment by themselves. They didn't necessarily have a lot of family and friends like Jack was lucky enough to have in the area surrounding him or surrounding them when they were getting treatment. So we really just wanted to create something to give back to those kids who were going through the same process. And we loved the idea of incorporating sports. We have a lot of local teams here, Syracuse, the Crunch, Syracuse Mets, that would be fun to send kids to these games, to really bring in the athletes and talk with the kids. So just kind of full scope of our family loves athletics, and we wanted to be able to give back to the community. So that's how On My Team16 came about. And we definitely try and give back to all the other organizations. There's one, Brian's kids, who is actually a nurse who took care of Jack when he was in the hospital, that we are constantly doing events with and trying to support, and a ton of other great organizations in the area. Make-A-Wish, they supported Jack with his wish at the end of his treatment, which was awesome. So yeah, just trying to give back to organizations in a very similar mission and way that we do definitely makes it awesome to be part of the community. I think that a piece of advice would be to, no matter what you're passionate about, big or small, try and do something if it means something to you. So I realized that while On My Team is a really small organization, if we do things for kids or their family members or siblings for $100 or $50, it really makes a huge impact on them. It just makes them smile, makes them happy. So even if you think that something might be small or it's a small gesture, definitely try and do it anyway, because it does make such a difference. I remember when we were in the hospital with Jack, we would get $5 gift cards to Tim Hortons, which was a coffee shop in the hospital, just for my mom and dad to be able to go get a cup of coffee, and it really made such a big difference. So no matter how small, it definitely makes an impact. My husband and I actually moved down to Florida right after COVID. We lasted 6 months. We were like, all right, we want to go somewhere new. We're tired of Syracuse. We want to get out of the cold weather. And when we were down there, we loved it, but we ended up coming back literally 6 months to the day later, just because our family was here, our friends were here. And while people try and get out of Syracuse, I feel like everyone ends up coming back. You hear so many stories of people coming back to the area, wanting to raise their families here. So it definitely means, it's kind of cliche, but home. We grew up here. We have a lot of connections, friends, and definitely it's a great place to raise a family. So I would say that Syracuse means home for sure. So we obviously have our website, onmyteam16.com, where we have all of our events, all of the ways to get involved if you're an athlete and want to be sponsored throughout your season, or if you want to sponsor an athlete throughout their season, you can go onto our website and learn about that. All of the money we raise goes back directly to kids and families in our community. We have our social media sites, which I'm managing directly, so if you send us a message or an email, it'll be me that you're interacting with, which is awesome because it just builds those relationships. And then we have a lot of events throughout the year. So we do a bike ride, we do our climb every year, which is downtown, that we have people go up the stairs and we raise money there. So all of that stuff will be on our website, where you can learn more and get involved, and we're always looking for volunteers. So I just want to say thank you to the doctors, nurses, staff, caregivers that are constantly taking care of the kids that we also support, our volunteers, our major sponsor, CNY Diagnostic Imaging, and just all of those people who support On My Team16, our athletes. We definitely wouldn't be able to carry out our mission without all of you.